Now so many people are literally like big lips. I know my mom got lip injections, which is crazy to me. I was like, my mom.
Hey, I'm actually kind of depressed about the lip thing because I saw a picture of myself when I was like in my early 20s. I had thicker lips. What do you think is going on?
Guys, we are back on the zoo, and now we're talking about the effects of Instagram on our physical bodies.
On our physical bodies, particularly going back to the women thing. The shape of certain women after Instagram, they didn't exist like this.
Yeah, now it's like...
No, it's like, I get like in the 80s and 90s, female bodies changed because a lot of women were getting work on their boobs. They were getting boob jobs, and those boobs didn't exist prior to like 1985. For sure. But the past 10 years with Instagram, you see, and maybe it's because I'm Cuban, so sometimes I unfortunately am drawn to click on some of these gratuitous, but there are curves that look completely like unprecedented.
Yeah.
So are women getting like fake butts, fake hips? Do you know friends? Do you know any female friends that have gotten like butt jobs? I mean, is that what's happening? Because these bodies don't look real.
I have a friend, I can't say who it was, but she got butt implants, and when the butt implants popped.
That honestly, wait, I'm gonna say this. These babies are tiny, and I think they're gonna stay tiny because I remember on 100 Ways to Die, that was one of the things that like the breast implant popped.
You don't need, stay natural, you're good.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, I feel like I watched this documentary on Instagram, and I forget the name about it, but the social warfare, something like that. But it was saying how like Instagram does record what you're saying, and so you're more likely to see what it is that you're saying. So like a comment on lip fillers, next thing you know, you're seeing accounts where like people are, and the other thing is that Instagram now has the availability to record you without you even knowing, you know? So I think it propels that, for sure. It's the propeller of all this like fake imagery.
In beginning in Instagram, I hardly scroll, to be honest. I hardly scroll. I'll go to certain people's pages and that's about it. But when you go to the main page with the reels and all that stuff, because I clicked on one girl with a gratuitously unrealistic butt, now half the page when I go, it's this, I'm gonna distract you even more. They want to distract me. And sometimes it's, some of these women, I won't lie, are attractive, but some of them are so unreal looking.
Yeah.
And their whole, and then you go on their Instagram page and they have 2 million followers, and all they do is just pose for Instagram. That's all they do.
I see the changing not just in the bodies. I see now more than ever people are changing their faces.
Yeah.
Like, to look like
the
filters.
Pouties? The duck face?
I think the cheeks
it is
and
a phenomenon,
so many people are changing. Not just. I think it started with the bodies, and now so many people are literally like big lips. I know my mom got lip injections, which is crazy to me. I was like, my mom.
Hey, I'm actually kind of depressed about the lip thing because I saw a picture of myself when I was like in my early 20s. I had thicker lips. What do you think is going on?
You're talking about tissue.
Because here, let me show you.
Degradation.
We'll try to insert this. I'll send it to you guys.
You got them reduced. That was your thing.
Did you get a lip reduction?
Lip reduction.
I feel like my lips are actually getting.
I mean, how big were they?
Here, let me show you.
Do you know what though? As you were talking about that, I feel like, it's just we're living the next wave, right? Because before it was all about rail thin models because of Vogue and the fashion industry, and now that we're seeing something digital, right? They want to take over the curvy figure.
Yeah.
So you're getting the extreme curvy.
It's from one extreme to the other, but like whereas the stick figure models of the 70s and I guess through the 90s a little bit was unhealthy. Sure. It's like you're anorexic, eat. With some of these, and I call them gratuitously, because I love curvaceous women. I'm Cuban. Same. I love a woman with curves and hips and butts. I love that. But when it looks like you added cement,
you don't like a six-pack on a twig.
When it goes like when it looks like you're about to fall back if you lean the wrong way.
And how do you buy pants? That's always what I think when I see some of these girls' butts. I'm like,
look at the lips on me.
You know what though? If they're
Aren't
happy,
they thicker?
they're happy.
Oh my God, you look exactly the same.
Okay,
close your mouth though.
Look at the lips on me when I was I must be like 18, 19 there.
Oh yeah, it does look big. Yeah, it does look big.
What do you think it is? You know what it is? I got a theory. Give me back the phone. I will insert it afterwards. I got a feeling is that as I've grown up, I have more secrets to keep.
And that's why. That's what I was going to say.
And my lips are getting clenched because back here I didn't have any secrets to keep. I was like, what the hell? Who cares? Okay, so did you get inspired? I went back to because I hang out with a lot of new agey spiritual people who just want to be pretty but spiritual too, and I get annoyed by their posts, and also guys, not just girls.
Both.
But do you get inspired by I've never read a thing and I was like, oh my God, I'm so inspired by your post. I either like your picture or not, and that's it. You know
what? You are finding more of those accounts though, because I follow a lot of those accounts. Maybe I need to meet your friends.
But what kind of inspiring quotes? Because there's quotes. I like the quotes.
For sure.
I don't like the faux inspirational text because you really just want to show everybody how hot you are. You know, with
I see
yourself.
what you're saying, where it's kind of like
they don't go together.
Like,
if you're gonna make an inspirational quote and it's just like a quote or some sort of inspirational picture that is not you and some suggestive pose, that's fine.
For sure.
It's the people going, oh, I don't want to come across as too like shallow and vain. Let me write some long ass essay on the side about something that has nothing to do with the way I'm posing in my
And then it's
picture.
me straddling a flower pot in my backyard.
Empowerment.
You know, sometimes I'll get inspired when I see that somebody's overcome something, but those are few and far between.
I love those.
Yeah.
That's a real inspirational thing.
Right. But those are rare. Not everybody
Do you
posts.
expect people to post about their personal lives on there though?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they have to. If somebody look, I don't mind
to be
people
real,
showing.
you know what I mean?
Well, I don't mind people showing me their life. That's kind of cool. Like so a story, and we've done that here
Like
and stuff like
recently
that.
got
Yeah, that's
married,
cool.
like that kind of
It's people selling themselves, especially if they're selling their sexuality. Look, I love sexuality. I'm a pro-sex person, but don't try to throw it at me. Don't throw it in my face when I'm scrolling down Instagram and just because then I go on. Then I get this. I'll be honest. I get distracted. I will go down that rabbit hole and go, oh my God, I've been looking at fake butts for half an hour. I gotta get on with my day.
Whose fault was that though?
Huh?
Whose fault was that?
I don't even know their names.
Well, I want to
Exactly.
say, you know, the only person I follow
him
on
post.
OnlyFans is Clarice.
Oh,
Obviously.
Clarice is
has
amazing.
a hot. But what do you think about how I think some of like this Instagram culture of sexuality has bled into things like OnlyFans? I don't think a lot of these girls would ever do something like OnlyFans.
It is a progression. Absolutely, Instagram has been a progression to OnlyFans. But OnlyFans makes sense. Hey, pay me and you're gonna see naked pictures of me. Okay, I mean it's. But Instagram is just like, oh man, it's just so weird. And you know what drives me crazy too is the filters.
Okay.
I hate the filters. I don't think it's cute when you have little bunny ears and fucking some dog tongue coming out in the sparkles. Dude, there's this one girl who I'm actually friends with. She's really cool in real life. But on her Instagram post, and she's trying to be like boss babe. Oh, today you're gonna. But the whole time she puts a filter of like sparkles going off on her face, and she's trying to tell you how to do like banking and shit, you know? Oh my goodness, you don't need a filter. Your real life filter is perfect. You have a good complexion.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but if you're gonna do sparkles, then talk sparkly. Don't be like, okay, today we're gonna talk about how to form a CD and invest in the market. Ching, 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 sparkles.
Okay.
But that's what so many people do. And my favorite is like the provocative post, and it's like, buy my fit tee.
What's your fit tea?
You know, people selling those tea brands.
Do you know what just happened? Because I've been expressing myself so hard on this one that I just had the collapse. I just had the
It's emotional for you. I get it.
You don't like going on the app and then feeling like you're being sold on something.
Right.
Right?
But
Like
people
it's not to
selling
be expected.
people selling
like,
me a version of themselves that's not, you know,
like being lied to.
And there's just something about like, man.
I know so many people like that.
Like it's like I look at that picture and I'm like, and yes, the person might be hot, or maybe they're not. But either way, they think they're so hot in this picture. It's like that part of me, and it's a curmudgeon. It's a bad part of me. This is negative. I don't think this is positive.
For sure.
But sometimes I look, it's like, dude, stop trying to show me in your picture. I'm so sexy. It's like, stop.
Well,
Be sexy in real life.
Why don't
Let
you
me
open
play
a book?
devil's advocate. Do you think that might be them wanting to like partake and make themselves feel better about themselves?
I think it's an escape for a lot of people.
Okay.
Seriously.
But if they knew what some people were really thinking, and the fact that some people are looking at it going, this person thinks they're so fucking
Here's
hot.
the thing with social
They would
media.
fucking cry if they
So
knew
it's
that
almost
that's
like
what
a lack of self-awareness then, in how
here's
they
the
wanna
thing that
be
I
kind
all
of
these,
perceived.
a lot of people
Maybe it's
post
too much self-awareness.
these sexualized things and you're like, oh my God, people probably think I'm so hot. They're probably feeling some type of way. You know who's looking at these pictures? Somebody's creepy uncle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody's creepy
I've had
uncle. That's
that.
who's looking at your pictures.
I feel like I don't like feeling like a
messages.
void. Like if I go too much, I'm like, oh, I'm going too much into this person's life,
invasive.
even though it's a public profile.
It's invasive.
All right, follow us on Instagram, AK Spice,
Nikki Paris, bitch.
and check it out.